Just like that.
Oh, that's a different camera angle of spectators launch.
You've not seen this camera angle before?
So I've seen the inside one, but not the outside.
Yeah.
I've never seen the outside one before.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Alright, so again, our hold point comes up at T-minus 40, not
Oh,
tracking
the chewing.
any
It goes past the 1 minute
there,
mark.
so we should see us go right through
2,
that.
1, 40,
Please go
39,
fast 40. Please go fast 40.
37,
Minus 40.
35.
This was 10 seconds.
Machak
This is
Ventura
ridiculous.
take us the rest of the way. 30 seconds, the 10th
Oh,
liftoff of Starship.
we've switched over to the...
It's gone through.
Oh, switched over.
It's gone through. Okay, this
15 seconds left.
T-minus
10,
9,
8, 7, 6,
Wait, you're ahead of me.
5,
You're way ahead
4,
of me.
3, 2, 1, lift off. What are you still at?
Oh, now I'm up to 10 now. The stream wasn't live. Oh my god, it launched. It freaking launched, man.
It's fucking how it's going. That is fucking... that is hauling ass.
She is yeeting the hell. Oh, the camera angle though. Tell you what,
That
whoever
is-
hired this camera,
Yeah.
chamber pressure nominal.
It's smooth. It's
All
hauling
33.
ass. Yeah.
Oh, look at the schematic that we got for the ship now.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's nice. They've updated the whole fucking sort of launch layout.
40 seconds into
Oh, yeah, 'cause it-
flight, 33 out of
Booster
33
and
rapid.
ship.
They're one of
Power
these for
telemetry
the
nominal.
Falcon stuff.
Oh, that's cool. You can actually see
Good
the
call outs,
pitch
healthy
and
systems
that's pretty good
on the
actually.
booster as it starts to pitch over the Gulf.
Max Q. That just fucking went.
Alright, we're a little over
Boom,
1
Max
minute
Q,
in
there it is.
flight, about to pass through Max Q.
Blew through.
Alright, so we are through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, max stress on the vehicle as it continues to fly.
Our next major event is going to be hot staging, which is happening in just over 90 seconds from now. To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of its Raptor engines. The clamps holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship second stage ignites its engines. The ship then separates from the Super Heavy booster and heads to space. At the same time, the 3 engines still firing on Super Heavy will flip the booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on the path for splashdown in the Gulf.
Oh,
As we mentioned earlier, the hot stage will be jettisoned for this flight, and that should occur just after the boost back burn. So we're about to shut down the first stage and perform hot staging.
Let's see,
So
there's
let's
a
just
bloody
watch and
advert.
listen.
Oh yeah, there is one engine now. Also, why is it spiraling a little bit? I don't like that.
usually has a little turn to it.
We've had engines before go out, and then literally when they've done the boost back burn and relit them, it's come back on. Like they've literally done the whole
Seeing the engine start to throttle
turn it
down.
off and on again. Right, we're down to 3 engines. Miko, separate. Oh, that took so long. Yeah, that engine's out completely. Right, the ship is now flying.
We've got 6
Shame they're not
engines running on ship.
doing a catch.
Booster is doing its boost back burn, continuing now
Hmm.
towards its splashdown site in the Gulf.
Is anybody else
Using
just
all
like
6 rapid
keeping
foot
an
up
eye on the
ship.
bloody schematics of each engine, like just making sure we don't.
That's what I'm...
Report ship chamber pressure is nominal, so that chamber pressure, just that expected thrust level in those Raptor engines on the ship. 3 vacuum optimized, 3 sea level.
Some things I'm just a little curious, like why they wouldn't do, if it does work, and why they wouldn't just keep doing super heavy catches.
That's a nice engine bay.
There's
Shot.
a view into the business end from the ship.
Oh well.
Alright, so at this point we finished our boost back burn, so that was shut down. So that's the first of the 2 burns after a launch that the booster's going to do today. So now it's headed towards the Gulf. It's not going to be quite as an aggressive of a flight down. We relaxed that angle of attack a little bit, but we are then going to be looking for it to do its engine tests for the landing burn, and those are going to be a little unique this time.
Yeah, typically we start with all 13 inner engines lit for that landing burn and bring that down to just the center 3. But one of our test objectives for today is to simulate what an engine out situation would look like. So we're going to be intentionally turning off one of those center 3 and instead lighting one of the engines from the middle 10 ring.
Yeah, we did see one of those engines in the middle ring shut down during the initial aspect.
Someone's come off
Looks
of...
like we have hot stage jettison.
It's the boost back. It's the
floating away there to the left of the booster. Yeah, we did see one of those middle engines shut down during the
It's the
ascent.
stage
Again, we are
separation
resilient
ring,
and
the
now
hot staging ring.
on super heavy. We're going to get through our ascent.
So that falls down with it.
Starship flying on the expected path.
Well, I don't know why they wouldn't do a super
There's
heavy
still a chance
catch.
that engine could be back in the mix for the
Wait, they said
very
no to
start
it.
of the landing.
Well, you can see there it says super
Landing
heavy
14.
landing. They're landing in the Gulf.
We've even done a landing burn at the tower with an engine out, so very
To be
resilient.
honest, they've
We'll
got
see
so many
how it
super
does
heavies at the
on
moment.
its
They probably
way
don't
down
want
to
to
the
keep
Gulf.
them all.
Oh, do they? Oh, right, okay.
They have booster 4, 7, and 8.
don't
I think.
That's that landing.
There are quite a few.
Should be, just about
But I reckon it's
30 seconds
because they got so many, or they're trying out this new. They're switching off an engine from the center
fair
3.
enough.
So they're practicing with that, so they don't want to do that over the tower just in
Fair
case
enough.
it fucks up.
Itself,
So that's fair enough. So they're going to do a simulated catch. Or
Maybe,
virtual.
fair
About
enough.
20 seconds to landing burn.
Goodbye, booster.
Yeah, no, I don't follow Starship enough to know how many of these things they've got in storage still.
Yeah, boy.
But that makes sense.
Alright, here we go.
Oh,
Landing burn startup.
Oh, the camera's a little bit tall. Oh, good shot. Nice shot. I like that shot. Keep onto this shot. Do not.
13.
That's
oh.
really
One
cool.
in the middle ring.
It's just balancing on those 3 engines. Oh wait, it's down to 2 engines.
Yeah, 3. Oh no, now 2.
Down to 2.
Now you're ahead of me. Now
Nice
none.
little hover. And landing burn shut down.
Oh.
And into the
Oh, that
Gulf. Here
drops
we
like a
come.
rock there. They just switched it off like 100 feet above
Oh.
the snow.
Oh,
And the
that.
booster has splashed.
Yeah, that's that out of
Yeah, that's
action.
not.
Incredible fight for booster today.
I love how Starship just does like a sideways
Back
gangster
in
style like
space.
entry into fucking orbit.
About 7 minutes into today's flight, ship continuing its ascent burn. This goes until just about 9 minutes into our flight. That ship engine cutoff is slated for 8 minutes and 57 seconds. We are going to see those 3 RVAC, the Raptor vacuum engines. Those are the bigger circles in that little indicator on the bottom right of your screen. Those will shut down first. And we continue burning for a couple seconds longer on those inner 3 before we hit SECO, second engine cutoff.
Come on,
Demonstrates
be the
Starship's
first.
orbital capability.
Booster 2, sorry, ship 2 to actually do
I'm not saying anything. I'm
Block
not.
2.
Entering the final phase.
Block 2, I mean.
I'm not saying anything.
Under 30 seconds to go.
That's okay, and then it's a bit hot on that bell on that right, the E6 engine.
Right, shut down the vacuum engines.
Ship engine cutoff.
We shut down those center 3.
Yeah, no dancing, no flipping.
SECO, baby. Here we go.
Let's go.
Nominal orbit insertion.
Oh, please.
Well, they've
do
got
something.
they've got a little ident where it is up in orbit above Earth. The bottom corner. That's nice.
That's cool. Also, have you noticed like the tiling on the side of the ship's different?
Alright, so ship.
A little bit, yeah.
Space.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh,
We're seeing
There's
the
a
flaps
sun.
starting to to move into a stowed position. That's why it looks like your camera's moving.
The sun.
Exciting to see Starship safely in space.
It's
and
still off
super
wave.
pumped to see all the team's hard work in action here today.
Hello.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Exciting day so far.
God, that's hauling ass.
Successfully lifted off right on time at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
It does seem a
Hopefully
little
our
bit
weather was
unstable.
Looking good today. Yeah, and booster, we had our soft splashdown in the Gulf, so ship continues on.
We are coming up. Our
Oh
next
my God,
milestone is going
please
to
say they
be
got a camera
deployment
shot of the inside of
of
this.
those Starlink simulators. We've got some payload inside of Starship that we're hoping to deploy.
Ah, yes, the payloads.
For the very first time.
Yeah.
That deploy is supposed to start.
Why does
in about
Starship
15
look
minutes
so
and 27
skewy?
seconds into the flight. So
15
just about
minutes.
7 minutes from now.
7 minutes from now.
That deploy will take place over a couple of minutes. It'll go about one
That's that
satellite
time
a
to flex. I
minute.
want to catch that.
So we'll be spread out over that. It might get a little dark, but we've got a couple of views that we can show you to see that deploy.
Wait, what was that?
But today we also have some actual payload on board, and those simulators that Starship will be deploying, we'll see coming up here in just a few minutes. These are dummy
Oh, there we go.
satellites that are about the same
Interior
size
shot.
as our V3 Starlinks. We have 8 in the Starship PEZ dispenser and expect to deploy at a rate of about 1 per minute, as Dan mentioned
Ooh.
earlier.
Yeah, we took a peek inside of the Starship payload bay there for a second. So there's 8 of them. They kind of look just big steel plates, essentially. They're roughly the same size as those V3 satellites. When we do get
Oh,
that
look
view
at that.
inside of the payload bay, the payload door will kind of be on your right, and we'll start to see them go out like a PEZ dispenser. Yeah, here's a look inside. So those right down there in the center, they're kind of 2 stacks of 4 on either side, and then the payload door is just to their right. And so we'll look to see that open, and then those satellites start to go. We vent the nose cone, so we essentially bring it down to vacuum before we open the door. That was one of the things we ran into on the last flight, as when we had that fuel diffuser fail, the pressure in the nose cone became basically
That makes
too
sense.
high for the actuator of the door to open. So that's why we weren't able to get the door open that time.
Here we go.
All right, one more time. Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, shit's got started the vent.
after just something just gets sucked out in space. Like, "Wah!"
But imagine being on this sort of thing and being able to say open the pod bay doors and then you just
Open the pop. Oh, look at that. That's outside. That's space. That's
yeah,
outside.
that's me.
That's outside.
Oh.
I'd love to see if they had a camera on one of these like dispensers and it just
Oh,
shot
yeah.
out the window like in the
That
in
would
this
be
animation.
cool.
Because they haven't even tested this yet.
No.
They could bounce off on the inside and just bounce around not loosely in the
Yeah.
interior.
The payload door is open.
Okay.
Should see the first satellite start to deploy at about T plus 18 minutes and 27 seconds. So should be only about 30 seconds. So one step closer. Hal
Oh.
listened this time. He cooperated. He opened the payload door for us. Here's a view kind of behind the PEZ. You're looking out into the vacuum of space.
Oh, it's gone up.
It's not quite there yet for me. Oh yeah, now I got it. Oh. The thing is, the gears are moving. Out she goes.
Did it? Did it? I don't know if it did or not.
I think it's on the edge. Oh. I really need an outside camera now.
View. Been waiting way too long to do that. There we go.
Oh, it's shooting that one out.
Oh, it hit the door.
There goes
It
another
hit the
one.
door.
I did a little bit. There's two.
super exciting moment as you can hear the energy in both Hawthorne and
Oh, it's dropped on the
Starbase.
next bit.
Everyone's super excited for finally getting to deploy some of those simulated satellites.
"60 terabits per second of capacity that's going to get added to the network per launch. That's 20 times more than what we're adding with every single Falcon 9 launch today, which, you know, step increase in capability." There goes another one.
What's the next one? Okay, so
All
it
right, so
pushes
as we said,
the
we've
one in
got 8
front of
total
it
that we're
first,
gonna go
comes
through today.
back,
It's about a minute for each one, but
Okay, now we're going out again.
boy.
and then it pushes the next one. Okay, so it would need the momentum, yeah.
Oh, it's gonna go and bonk.
Oh god.
And off into the abyss it goes. Three more left, I think.
I want to see an outside shot.
I do too, yeah. I don't know if they didn't have one. I thought it's probably too dark to see it.
I could just see it in the darkness.
Yeah.
They do like a somersault. What's the next? What's the last four?
Oh,
Alright, so we're about halfway through when we actually start launching the V3 Starlinks
Oh,
on Starship.
N-
We're gonna
n-
fly about
number 3.
60 each time, so it'll be about an hour to get through a full stack, but
wow.
again, it's just going to be a massive increase in the amount of bandwidth. It's going to enable, you know, gigabit
Just lift
upload
the
download
things up.
for people with Starlink, you know, anywhere on the planet. And for us, Starlink is just a tremendous part of just the Starship flight test program.
It pushes
Yeah,
that one.
absolutely. Always getting us that data.
That goes out the door.
Yeah, the amazing views we have on the vehicle today.
Yeah, views brought to you by Starlink of us.
They got all
deploying
the
Starlink
sponsors for
simulators
Starship are
before
really
we
loving
deploy
this now.
actual Starlink. How deep does it go? All right, another one firing out.
I mean, after the last few failed attempts, I'm not surprised.
Crazy to think they had this exact same system the last 5 ships and it would have worked.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
Pez looking smooth today.
All these satellites is the whole reason why Starship even exists.
Camera's gonna be funky.
And it's quite simple mechanism actually, it's just a chained drive that
Like
just
we've
pushes.
got one left.
Almost there.
Yeah, there you go. One remaining, so 7 of the 8 have been deployed. One more to go. And then we will have completed our first ever payload deployment.
He's on the home stretch.
Just a reminder, we're on a suborbital
Yeet.
trajectory. These satellites on that exact same suborbital trajectory, they're going to burn up.
Here he goes.
So the last one has been deployed. Starlink
Oh,
simulator.
camera, I'll do a
payload
job. Get a job.
complete again.
Loving the energy.
Oh, yeah, there it is. An empty payload.
There, yeah, now it's empty. Looking a little lonely, but
Successfully deployed all the simulators.
Are they gonna
downwards.
close the door
Really,
back
Wow.
up?
really cool to see.
Okay, so
them
the
all
payload
out
dispenser
there.
goes back down. Box.
Sit back, enjoy the views. A little bit dark now, but they'll get better soon. A couple of space jams. We'll be back in just a few minutes for that Raptor relight and then re-entry. See you soon.
Yeah, I definitely think after the last few ones, this flight was definitely needed. The
because like
results from this flight.
this flight basically everything pinned on it.
Yeah.
In terms of like, if they fuck up, they're gonna probably lose sponsorships. If they really push through and make it, then they really regain them back.
Yeah.
So, what was it, 3 in a row, bro?
I think so, something like yeah.
It's mad to think that that is the difference between this type of Starship and its Starlinks and the current Falcon 9. That's mad. For the same amount of power bandwidth that 7 Starships can provide, it would take Falcon 9 150 launches. That's mad.
That's how someone they've just said they've just said on your stream.
Which live stream are you on?
Sorry.
Airball?
I'm watching the official SpaceX one.
Right, I'm watching What About It?
Yeah, I would have thought something like that. Oh, that is, but either way, that is very interesting.
It's an interesting, like,
Yeah.
schematic.
All right, welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, Starship just successfully deployed its first ever payload. We got 8 of those Starlink simulators out, and now
Ooh, that was a big
we are
flash.
expecting the relight of a single Raptor engine. That should be coming up just a little under a minute. We'll be lighting just one of those Raptor sea levels in the middle there. This is not a deorbit burn. It's a demonstration of what we'll have to do for deorbit burns, but we've done this once before. This is something we're really going to have to do when we're
They're
doing
relighting the
orbital
engine.
missions.
Oh my god.
So it's a pretty critical test. We are just a couple seconds away. Sorry, we're about 20 seconds away, psych. So we got a little bit more time. So we are going to see one of those Raptor engines light back up. We are through the deorbit demo.
Oh, that is the
Momentarily.
icon's popped up.
Relight demo startup
Oh, one. Oh.
and shutdown.
Oh, fucking hell.
All right, looks like we confirmed the relight of one of those center Raptor
Oh, the split engines.
Second time we've done that. Super exciting. Huge congrats to the team.
I know, right?
Milestone. Very exciting to see.
That was a cool light show. Yeah, I get to do a mini version here, so again,
Oh.
that's going to be really critical for
That was quick.
when we're doing
Yep.
your burns. Like as you're going through, which if you don't have one of these, oh my God, they're so much fun. But like you're able to actually like light.
I need one of those.
Turn it off. Light that engine. Not set my co-host on fire, and that's what we'll eventually do to break out of orbit, come back down to Earth. So really cool to see one of those engines light back up again in space. It was our last in space thing.
Very exciting. We're going to be heading back for re-entry at about T plus 45 minutes. So we're going to take another quick break, and we will see you soon.
All right, so we are back. We are about 45 minutes into the 10th flight test of Starship. And as you can see, the light show has started. Re-entry has begun. We are starting to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. We're moving about 5 times the speed of sound. And
Here we go.
barreling through the Earth's atmosphere and head for a splashdown in the Indian Ocean. We don't plan to recover the spacecraft today. But
Oh,
if
for
we
the
make it all the
few
way
the cars
down
have gone
to the water, who knows?
on that way.
But the goal of this part of the flight is to learn as much as we can about
I might have been
missions,
on Ascent,
heat shield,
actually.
a fully reusable, rapidly reusable heat shield for a spacecraft has never been done before. It's one of the hardest engineering challenges still out there for us. And
Just
so
lands and
it's
just
time to really
floats
dig
there
into
like
that.
nothing's happened. We're like, what do we do? Do we tow this back? Do
So
we?
we'll need information on how the ship's system ended up.
Yeah, throughout history, a lot of times this is when you go into just a complete data and insight blackout, where that plasma sheet builds up around the outside of the spacecraft that blocks all of your signals that are trying to fight through to talk to either satellites out in space or towers down on the ground. Starship's big size kind of gives us awake, but what really helps us punch through is the fact that we're using Starlink. We're operating at just a much higher frequency. That's not what we want.
Oh, the engine
so
bay looks
we
glowing.
saw some of the aft
It's
skirts
exploded.
take a hit.
Oh,
So we
That is
visible
such a
damage
cute-
on the aft skirt.
What the-
Continue to re-enter them. And again, we are intentionally stressing the ship as we go through this, so it is not guaranteed to be a smooth ride
What
down
the
to
fuck?
the Indian Ocean.
yes. Have you just seen that in that internal
places
shot?
across the vehicle? So seeing stuff like that is still valuable to us.
What was that? That was an explosion or a hit, that was. That wasn't...
I was wondering, yeah, I was wondering what that was too.
Next version of Starship. So 47 minutes, 45 seconds into the flight. Excitement ticking up a little bit on re-entry already, but the light show is continuing. This re-entry is going to take about
at
20 minutes or so until our plane.
That exterior shot right there, that is so good.
About 1 hour and 6 minutes into the flight.
So it had,
And one day,
it had its
Starship
arse
is
ripped
designed
off.
to land
It's
on
still there.
where there are obviously no runways for other humans to help us out. So
I mean,
we are doing
it's-
propulsive landing instead of more traditional
still,
means
like,
such as parachutes.
Going down
And propulsive
level.
landing enables us to have more rapid reusability with these vehicles.
Yeah,
Something's
the ship
on that
itself
flap
is
burning
a
off
little
there,
over
isn't it,
50
Chuck?
meters tall. We've got those 6 engines on board, the 3 vacuum.
I honestly don't think that would
the 3
affect
sea
it.
level, and they're down in that obscure.
It's such a big craft, it will not budge.
Right, so at
Oh,
this
it was
point,
like-
the flaps
almost
have
like a-
control.
what was that?
Getting a dense enough part of the atmosphere that the flaps can start controlling us. We're not only reliant on those kind of reaction.
There's a whole hole just...
thrusters.
Oh, it's dented the Raptor
We're
ring
going
as
to
well.
continue hearing some callouts as the ship makes
See, if you
its
look
way
at the
back
damage,
to
it's
Earth.
like it's being
So
blown
we hear entry
inboard.
max
You know
heating
what I mean?
and
Things like
entry
the
max
actual
heating.
blast is
That will
coming
mean the ship
inside.
has made it through the
I
maximum
want to pull
heating
that,
and
that flaps going a bit.
experience as it returns. So if it makes it through those, I'd say we're doing pretty well.
I will say I'm happy re-entry cleaned off this camera for us. It was a little dirty from the weather, so thanks to Plasma for giving us this view as we
It
start
is
coming
bloody
down.
good.
The hit we saw to the
Oh.
skirt, definitely interesting. I will note, when we started
Stop
doing
doing...
these
Oh,
missing tile tests,
I haven't got
we
there
were
yet.
intentionally removing them. Only
There's a
in
lot
the
coming off
skirt.
of that wing.
It's not
Fucking hell.
you know, that's not over your fuel tanks or anything else that's kind of structurally critical for keeping the entire vehicle together. That obviously exposes your engines, so that could do some things for our landing burn. But for now, we are obviously continuing with this re-entry. We are committed. Indian Ocean, here we come. 50 minutes since launch. To see
Is that
the
flap
colors start to build up a
disintegrating?
little bit.
I don't
We are at the
know.
point where
Or is that
it's
part of
more
the
dense
The
enough
thing,
atmosphere
part
that
of the
flaps
skirt
out
that's
control.
disintegrating. Oh,
About 74 kilometers in
Oh,
altitude.
it's taking a beating.
You were starting to see some
Right,
sunlight,
look at
so
it,
we
look at the
intentionally
speed
time
slowing
these
down
launches
now.
right now. So we have daylight. The
Yeah.
sun should actually come up over the horizon on Starship in about 3 minutes.
oh my god, that
So
forward
further
flap.
into this road, that inky black below you is going to start to look like clouds and hopefully a great blue ocean as we make our way down onto the other side of the planet.
I swear to god if this does it.
Oh, there's an entire
Yeah.
place just flapping about on the end of that wing.
We've got these cameras. These cameras are really cool. We added these several flights ago.
There's a
looking
wing shot
directly at
coming
the
up.
flaps as
There's
not
an
just
entire
the
bit
Oh my
just
God, I see
flapping.
how they're
Yeah.
able to make the vehicle withstand that re-entry.
It's like the whole back
seal
wing is just
locations,
disintegrated.
kind of where
Yeah.
they connect
Oh my
to the
god.
ship itself are some of the most critical.
It's a hinge. It's one of the
We'll
hinges.
do missing tiles on those where again we're trying to we're kind of being mean to this
It's kinda like
Starship a little
there's
bit. We're
2 or
really
3 other
trying to put it
hinges
through
though.
the paces and kind of poke
We've
on
seen
what
this
some of
before,
its
though.
main
We've seen
points
that
are.
part
We even
Yeah.
have missing
the
tiles
flap
over some of
go.
those
Yeah,
tank,
and it just had no
sections of the
effect,
ship
yeah.
itself. And so we're
But
really
it was kind
trying
of
to
like
see
equal
what
across
our
the entire
limits.
ship.
We're doing this
That's
Yeah.
only
over
one.
completely
So that's the
Yeah.
one
empty
bit I'm
area
worried
over the
about.
Earth.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That is.
Got our Raptors there. We are.
That
As
is
soon as
a
we make it all the way
shot.
down to
Yeah.
the ocean in one piece,
Holy
we will
mother.
attempt a landing burn. We do have.
Oh,
at
adverts,
least
fuck
one
off.
buoy. Everybody's favorite. out in the.
Don't give a
Indian
shit
Ocean
about
right
football.
now, being powered by Starlink. So that's at our planned
Just out of
landing
curiosity,
location.
what
If
time are
we're
you
able
at?
to get any live views of the ship, that'll essentially tell you
52:10.
that we nailed our target.
So I'm about 10-ish seconds, 20-ish seconds ahead of you, because I'm at 52, now 30.
Exciting.
For fuck's sake, yeah.
We keep jumping between different things. Yeah, that fucking interior is in a cone is mangled. Fuck.
Alright, so we're about 10 minutes until we're probably going to start hearing some of the other big milestones coming up.
Yeah, on the perfect seat chill, yeah.
Yep, in about 10 minutes, like Dan said.
Oh my
Starship
god,
will
there
be
is like something
transonic.
coming up on that.
This is going to be the period of flight where the velocities
Yeah,
of
that Raptor
airflow
is dead.
surrounding and
Big
flowing
one.
past the vehicle are concurrently below, at, and above the speed of sound, so somewhere in the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2. For reference, commercial jets have a range of cruising speeds, but most of them fly at speeds
Transonic.
between Mach 0.74 and Mach
That's a
0.85.
name, innit?
Transonic, yeah.
480 to
Transonic. It's
575
like
miles per hour, or
like
770 to 900
Sonic the Hedgehog's
kilometers per hour.
cousin.
Yeah, and after transonic comes subsonic. That just means you're slower than the speed of sound. We're still well in excess of that right now. But by the time we hit subsonic, we're essentially belly flopping down. There we go. There's that sunlight. So we're seeing the Earth now come back into view. One of the other things we're doing during this, and you're going to see Starship kind of pitch in some pretty, not extreme ways, but a little extreme, as we're trying to really stress the structure of it.
Wait, I thought that was the plasma stream. That's actually the planet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I thought that was a fucking plasma
We're
stream.
pushing not just how well does the heat shield hold up.
Yeah,
but
there's
how
the
well does
clouds.
ship
Oh my
structure
god, look at that.
hold up.
Oh,
We are,
It is
we are
shifting.
pushing it beyond
it's
essentially what we
so
think we'll
glorious.
have to
That
fly
is so.
at
Oh, look
to
at it,
do
God.
something like a return to launch site.
Oh, they're
May
pushing
not
it.
be a very smooth ride downhill, but we're doing that by design. We're really trying to find what are the edges that we can
Oh,
operate
they're
at
extending the
to
flaps.
this data set. But
They're
sun's
pushing
up,
it.
clouds and water down below us. We are just about 10 minutes, we're a little less than 10 minutes now until we start hitting transonic and then subsonic. Once we
Oh,
hit
there's so
subsonic,
many chunks coming off of that bottom end.
I wonder if they recover. I wonder if we'll get any, if they'll like release any images of it. Let's just have it. Probably not from just like a fully bottom angle.
Alright, so about 55 and a half minutes in, you can see the sun is up. Again, we intentionally designed these flights to lift off in the evening here so we get these daylight views so we can get as good a video as possible on the ship, assuming we make it all the way down. Got at least one buoy powered by Starlink that's out there in the landing zone in the Indian Ocean, hopefully giving us a view again. If you see any live views, not from the ship itself, that means we nailed our landing target.
Starship is past peak heating.
Alright, we just heard the call out that we're past peak heating, so
They are past
things are
peak
looking good so
heating.
far.
Looking good.
Oh my god, wow.
And at this point, again, the flaps are controlling, so this movement you're seeing is that forward
Bottom
flap
flap is just
moving
fucked.
to try and just maintain control, maintain attitude of the vehicle as we're coming down. Checking in on one of our flaps. We got one of these cameras on all four of the flaps, two in the front, two in the back, giving us really good close-up views as we obviously don't have a camera that can see the entire heat shield. These give us kind of the best that we can do. But looking at those flaps is really, those are just, super
Yeah,
critical for controlling the ship.
Both of the
You have
bulbous
some
flaps have
ability
gone.
to maneuver kind of cross range. So as you're coming in, you can see that indicator at the very bottom right that we've pinched
Just a
up
bit.
quite a bit. So again, we are maximally stressing those aft flaps right now.
You don't say.
We got a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit of
cooked.
current the very bottom part of it. Everything's still looking good. Ship maintaining control.
Oh my god, that thing is moving. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that frame's about to go. Frame's about to go. Frame's about to go. And it's
Wow. Still hanging on.
A little bit toasty on the
and it's
aft
gone.
skirt.
No, there it goes.
Still hanging on. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus!
Again, we are intentionally stressing the flaps so we can learn all
Just
we
popped
can.
a freaking like flap. Just bring the nose back to really slow it down. 1.8 Gs now.
I'm at 2.
So now we're
I'm at 2.0.
already well past peak heating.
2.1. 2.2. It is pulling.
49,
think I'll probably go
counting down
for
to 48 kilometers in altitude.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
Expecting that transonic
Okay.
to come. So transitioning
We'll be
between
back to my
the
bar.
speed of sound and subsonics lower than the speed of sound in just a little under 4 minutes from now. Right now we've got kind of a lot of forward momentum, a lot of forward velocity, and then eventually by the time we hit subsonic, here we go. So this is what we've been talking about, where we are going to essentially try to fully deploy those aft flaps and really stress them out. So
God.
this is meant to test the extremes for the vehicle.
Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. That thing is. Oh. Okay. It's wiggling.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
See those flaps swinging out? Again, we are putting shit through the ringer
Fucking
on this
wheelies.
flight.
It's fucking wheelies.
It's hauling.
It's missing a whole ass hinge.
Yeah. But still operating like nothing.
It's like we're still maintaining control.
Wow.
And flaps earning their paycheck today, getting through.
Yeah, you don't
stressing.
say.
Definitely things looking good so far. We're about 2 minutes
Speed is
out now.
the speed is rapidly decreasing now.
One cool thing to note as we get some of those views showing kind of the whole length of the ship. One of the changes we made after Flight 6 was to change the tile line a little bit. So we had kind of scaled back the number of tiles significantly. As when we go to catch these ships, you don't want to, I think as Elon said, you don't want to shuck the ship as you catch it and knock all those tiles off. So we knew we were going to have to kind of peel back that layer a little bit. And the first time we did it was on Flight 6, and we saw kind of wrinkling and dimples almost in the ship as we were creating these hot spots in the uneven parts of the heat shield. And so we, to kind of address that, we smoothed it out. That's why you've got kind of that nice smoothed out black line now on the ship. And just looking at it, we can see kind of a little bit of hot spot, a little bit of warping almost. Near the payload door, you can see a little bit of colored patina up above it, but we don't see those kind of deep, they almost look like gouges on that. So it looks like that's been pretty successful. So, all right, we are less than a minute away from hitting
Yeah, it's
transonic.
much straighter than
Again,
what it's
pretty
been
soon our kind of our
the past.
forward velocity is going to look like it's kind of falling off a cliff, and Starship will look like it's falling off a cliff. So we essentially go into
2,000
our belly flop. If you watch
Just over by
the high
1,000
altitude tests for suborbital campaigns, we were able to test that. It was a pretty fundamental, like, can this thing actually fly? And we were able to prove that out with that suborbital campaign, and that's what we're about to see shortly here.
I think it's subsonic.
at this point, we've dropped below the speed of sound, so Starship itself is subsonic. We are starting to chill the engines for a landing burn attempt. Landing flip supposed to start in a little over 2 minutes. Subsonic Indian Ocean, we're on our way.
Starship is subsonic.
Always rolling a little bit.
Here we go.
He's now belly flopping.
Farewell space.
Oh, look at that. There's a shot.
Alright, so coming up in just a little under 2 minutes, so we're going to do the flip and the burn. So we're only using
Back
those
aft
three
flap.
center.
Yeah.
They don't need the aft.
Sea
They don't
levels.
need the aft flap now, really, because
And
it's all
gimbal,
the front
move
flaps
around and
and the
steer.
rear engines.
Dipping the nose down a little bit. Two of our engines. One more.
Actually,
We'll attempt to
wait,
use
it's
3
the one
burns
front
for that
hinge
initial
and
flip. We
the
eventually
one
go down
flap.
to just
They don't
two
have another
raptors
one,
at
it's
the
just that
end
one
of
left.
the landing burn.
Because if you look at the front of the flap, they've actually removed that front hinge
Just
activator.
about 1 minute now from that landing flip and landing burn start.
It's doing so much work.
Camera's gapped up a little bit.
Well, yeah, that camera's a bit more keen.
Really, we're
What
looking
the fuck
good.
did it hit,
Got
though?
the
I am
pressures in our
genuinely-
nose
Yeah,
cone
that's
for
what I want.
everything.
That's I'm curious about as well.
Just like some small Chinese satellite just got wiped out.
Yeah, we're gonna look for the flip. So Starship's doing its belly flop right now. We're gonna do the flip. Swing out. Let's punch through some clouds first.
Whoa.
Good the cloud.
Here we go.
Starship landing burn start up.
Here we
There's a
go.
C. There's a C.
Oh.
Seeing 3 engines. There's our flip.
It's panicking. It's panicking a little bit.
There's a buoy.
Oh, there's the attitude's.
There's a splashdown.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh my god! Look how orange the front that is.
Blew up.
And it blew up.
Oh man. Yeah. Farewell.
Did it wipe out the
37.
camera?
I don't
Thank
know.
you, Cam. Landing flip, landing burn, splash out of the Indian Ocean. There we go. All right. That was pretty awesome.
Incredible.
That was
flight
good.
take
That
for
was
both ship
awesome.
and booster.
Yeah, really incredible. So obviously we're excited here. It looks like everybody's excited over there. Tyler, how's it going over in Hawthorne?
We are super excited here in Hawthorne. It was another exciting Starship flight test for us, and we hope you enjoyed those Starlink views. So congratulations to the team at Starbase and everyone here and around the company. So many employees have contributed enormously to the Starship program as we continue to iterate and make progress towards a multi-planetary future. So that's going to wrap it up for us here in Hawthorne. Thank you to everyone for tuning in today. It was it was great being with you today. Back to you guys.
That was absolutely incredible. Huge congrats to all the teams here. Again, we lifted off from Starbase, Texas right at the top of our window at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. We saw a booster successfully lift us up through ascent, had a successful hot staging where ship continued on with its suborbital trajectory. Booster came back down, had that boost back burn, and a successful landing burn with that
was
unique
awesome.
engine configuration as well.
And then ship continued on its way, made it all the way into space. We got to see first ever payload deploy.
So exciting.
That was awesome. We got the door open, 8 Starlink simulators deployed, relit that Raptor engine, and then on entry we probably gave it a little bit of extra time in the oven, but made it all the way through re-entry. All 3 engines started up, landing flip, splashdown in the Indian Ocean. Promised maximum excitement, Starship delivered.
Most
So
definitely.
congratulations all of our teammates here at SpaceX. It's been a year. Everybody that's worked on this program, this is what we're working for. So big congrats to all of them. Thank you to all of our future customers too for your support.
And we'd also like to thank the fine people of Cameron County, including the residents of its newest city, Starbase, as well as the Coast Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Government of Mexico, and the Australian Space Agency.
Be sure to stay tuned to SpaceX on X for updates, more of the views. This is just a tiny amount of
This is now a city, isn't it?
We didn't get to feature
Yeah,
on the
it is.
broadcast, so we're going to be going through that over the next couple of days, and we'll be posting it all there.
Yeah, if you're interested in more launch coverage, head on over to spacex.com/launches for the most up-to-date information. In fact, we actually recently rolled out a new departure board featuring our upcoming launches with details like mission name, launch and landing site, and liftoff time. So be sure to check it out.
All right. We just launched the world's biggest rocket again. Dropped a couple satellites off, suborbital.
Incredible payload deploy for today.
Nailed that double header
I wanna
into
watch
the
that
ocean,
explosion.
splashdown,
Fuck,
trying to go
that
through
was-
the data. Really crazy cool to hit all those objectives today.
Yeah, huge shout out to all the teams who make this look easy. And thanks to all of you for tuning in, and we will see you back here for Flight 11. Good night.